Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. If you've seen a few people in the community uploading videos all about the Pitt DLC, there's been some stuff data mined, and it's exciting, but at the same time it's kind of like, oh, hang on a minute, this doesn't... So anyway, this is how I see it. This isn't how we thought the Pit was going to be. A lot of us thought the Pit was going to be a new map expansion where you go in, you can build camps, you've got new quests, you've got this, you've got that, you've got all sorts. However, it may still be like that to a degree, but I don't think it's going to be exactly what I was personally thinking it was going to be. A lot of people did guess it was going to kind of be like daily ops, and I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a mix between the two. So we're going to be going onto Reddit, we're going to be going through this post and everything like that, and I'm just going to be going over it with you because I know a lot of people don't use Reddit, or maybe you've just missed this and haven't seen it, but it's just going to be a little video where basically I'm in the corner talking through everything and showing off exactly what's been found, stuff like that, sharing my opinions. So if you enjoy, hit the like button, and if you're new and want to keep up to date with everything Fallout 76, then make sure to subscribe. Right, let's dive straight in and take a look. Alright, so here is Reddit, guys. We're going to be diving straight in. First of all, shout out to Gears the Cool over on Reddit. The link for this will be down in the description and stuff like that. So let's have a little look into this. So before the most recent PTS, we knew a little about expeditions overall, but less about their systems, and virtually nothing about their story. This has changed with the most recent PTS, which included interface files for the upcoming expedition content. Now, I want to give a word of warning before you read further. Everything discussed in this report, in this post, is subject to change, particularly any placeholder text. So, of course, as this is data mined, it's basically still in production. Not everything as is going to stay that way, same as all of the data mines and stuff that I normally show off. Stuff can change. So don't hold everything like this to the exact thing. Like, obviously, it's all, we're just seeing little bits and pieces, putting our own little story together and getting our own daft ideas. So it might be wrong, might be right. We don't know, but we'll go over it. So now I want to give word, blah, blah, blah. With that out of the way, let's begin. So how do we get to expeditions? There's two answers to this question. Number one, we access them via a menu widget, which opens a menu we choose our expedition from. The widget also shows if any of your friends are in expeditions, so you can join them. The party menu actually shows what stage of the expeditions they're in, whether it's planning, playing, or ending. So that shows straight away. It doesn't sound to me, obviously my opinion, let me know your opinions down in the comments, but to me, the fact it has 3 stages, the planning, the playing, and the ending, doesn't quite really sound like it's a new open world wander around, just map expansion, does it? It sounds more kind of like a daily ops type of thing, like a lot of people thought it was going to be. Is it going to be that? I don't know, but let's have a look. So some of these link to some images. So this is one here, this is one of the placeholders. So it says, the time has come to expand the rebuilding of America outside of Appalachia. We've received reports of survivors in other cities. They need our, and it doesn't say because obviously this is still in production. It's still getting edited like we said before. Expedition Fuel Quest Header. So these will change as well, how these got little dollar signs and stuff. These will just be little placeholders as they say. These will be getting changed, but you need an Expedition Fuel Supply. So hopefully there's a little bit more into that in a second. But let's go back to the rest of the reading. Alright, so the next little bit here, this was one of the worrying things that I actually seen where I thought, oh, hold on a minute, this does look a little bit like a daily ops type of thing, because this is, it says here, select an expedition. So this is the Pit. Obviously there will be a picture, no doubt, getting thrown into that little rectangle bit, and it says expedition location details, Pittsburgh, expedition district, the industrial district. So maybe there's going to be different districts of the Pittsburgh. Maybe it will be kind of like a, you load into an instance location and it's different parts of the quest. Maybe the planning's one area and the other 2 ones are other areas as well. I'm not sure, we'll have to find out, but this is just different things to kind of talk about and stuff. So we've got Expedition Contact Hex, who I'm presuming is going to be an NPC, and the level is 50. So as of course when you go on like daily ops and stuff or different areas that's instance, it's like recommended level. What says down here, Union Jews. The Union has made contact with our local responders in Appalachia. They've got hostile forces holed up in a firehouse nearby that they can't dig out. and a foundry full of troublemakers that need some reclamation. There's rumours of other weird creatures making problems as well. Report to Hex for more info once you arrive. So by the sounds of it, you're going to be going in, you're going to be clearing out some troublemakers and creatures, which I'm going to be guessing is the kind of preparation stage. You go in, you plan it, then you prepare it, and then whatever the other one was as well, I can't remember. But cool little screen there. It does give you the colour system of the pit and stuff to see exactly what it's going to be like colours wise. Of course might change, but it's a little insight what to like expect and stuff. But this thing here give me a kind of thing of it's going to be an instanced daily op type of thing. It doesn't, to me, like the fact you're going in and it's saying like the district you're in, the location details, contact, the level that you've got to be, and the way it's like worded out here makes me feel like it's a instance quest where it could be repeatable or something. Of course, I might be wrong, so don't take everything I say as gospel. Like, this is just my thoughts and opinions on it. Alright, so sadly I did try clicking on this one here, just to show what the party menu actually shows, what stage of the expedition they're in, planning, playing, and ending, but I couldn't view it for some reason. It says the DNS isn't found or something, so I can't click on that one. But going on to the second one, it says, we complete fuel quests to collect fuel for the presumed vertibird. So people's thinking, because that trailer we got a while back, that the vertibird flies you in there and you've got to gather fuel for it to go fly and do the expedition. It says here there's actually an example provided by the placeholder text of collecting fuel from a nuclear plant and how much fuel it gives. While nothing can be concretely said on the rate of getting these quests / what they entail, I would suspect that we'll be doing expeditions weekly, barring joining friends expeditions. So maybe you can only do one a week or something like that by the sounds of it, but obviously this is just what this person thinks. They might be wrong, I might be wrong, everyone might be wrong, no one has a clue. It says here, which going purely off UI code, look for a different state than starting your own expedition. And for the curious, the text on the widget reads, the time has come to expand the rebuilding of America outside Appalachia. We receive reports of survivors in other cities. They need our help. So let's quickly click on this, see what this says. Alright, so this is a load of coding. I'm not good with this stuff, but we'll have a look. It says activation options, return array, new array, return push, expedition flyout launch here, startable mission length, global function, expedition flyout resume. So by the sound of it, it does sound like you fly in, which would be presumed a vertibird. Flyout White Springs. Flyout, expedition, join function. So there's a little bits and bobs there for anyone that's interested. Like I say, if you want to view these yourselves, it's all on the Reddit. Link will be down in the description. Alright, so going further on, as you can see, there's quite a bit to read through here. So let's fly through it. So it says, what did that menu say? I assume you're talking about this menu. That's the mission select menu, and it's the meat of this data mine. First off, we have the header. This informs us that there's multiple expeditions, or at least multiple missions. As this menu hopefully makes it apparent, expeditions are mission based and not a new world space. So like I said, I don't think it is what I always hoped for and wanted. It sounds more like an instance location, kind of like a daily ops type of thing that a lot of you guys did think and were worried about. It says, we have the location details, Pittsburgh, the district, which is the industrial district, the recommended level, and the contact, who is Hex. Now this tells us a few things as well. The Pitt, for instance, is likely to be multiple maps we visit over the course of different missions. The level indicates we may see intentionally harder missions, and the contact shows that we may have missions in the same location and district with different objectives. We can also see that missions will be multi-objective, and while the placeholder text here is a little unclear, it seems this, likely tutorial, expedition has 2 to 3 objectives. Now, in a way, it's kind of exciting. Like, don't go all guns blazing, I hate the sounds of this, all that type of stuff, because we don't know what it is yet. So it could be really good. It could be something like Grand Theft Auto Heists, where everyone loves them, they thought they were great, and then they get added in every like few months or once a year or whatever it is. They keep getting added in. Now, I'd actually really enjoy it if they've thrown in loads of stuff like this. We threw in like little missions and stuff where you could do repeatable times, like different stuff gets added to them like all the time and stuff as well. That'd be quite cool. But they could keep doing this with different locations. You could do Fallout New Vegas areas. You could do new areas which we've never even heard of before. Lots of cool stuff. Like if they're seeing to rebuild Appalachia, they could just keep adding in random locations with cool new missions, seeing new enemies, lots of new stuff. So it could be really exciting and really good. So don't go on the hate wagon thinking this is going to be the end of the world and it's terrible, because it could be really, really good. Going further on, it says, that said, here's the text, spelling error and all. The Union has made contact. Right, we read all of that. It says, does that mean we're getting new responders? So setting aside that I don't know this, I would point out that it says the Union made contact with them. That could easily include the automated systems that the responders are left behind. So, very fair point. The responders did leave a lot of holotapes and stuff like that, so it could be linked with them. And says, but hey, you never know. We could be about to see some returning responders or people who used said automated systems to pick up the torch. Maybe even Sanjay. So, who knows? Maybe one of the vaults that we can't access, there's been responders hiding in them. They went and hid in there out the way of the Scorched. Like, it's a perfect like idea to throw these in there. Like, it could work. And of course, there's loads of areas of the map which we can't go in, like all them little hotel room things at the White Springs. So I doubt they've been locked away in the room for 3 years, but they could be in a vault. So you never know. It also says here, who's the Union? No clue. Seems to be a group in the Pit who aren't evil raiders. They could potentially be related to the existing settlers, particularly as they fled from there. Page was also head of the Construction Workers Union in DC, so there's another potential connection. There is also someone who, in the Foundation area, when you walk past as a random NPC, I still can't find out who says it, but there is an NPC that turns around and they're like, oh, this place is much better than the Pit, or something like that, which obviously makes you think they're from the Pit area. So who knows? And of course, this is a different time zone to Fallout 3, when there was the Pit, when it was full of raiders and stuff. And unions tend to be people who's for the workers, or claim to be for the workers. They want to do changes and stuff to help workers out, stuff like that. So they probably are good people. Going through, it says, who's Hex? And says, oh, Hex is a female, so she's our contact for at least this mission, if not all of the Pit. We can get her gender from some code on the flyout manager. Unfortunately, we don't have a face for her yet, but we do have what the flyout looks like and a placeholder image. So flyout looks like that guy from Daily Ops. Okay. I'm going to quickly just close these off and do it. Excuse the thing at the top of the screen. Placeholder image, placeholder Hex. Okay, so nothing crazy exciting there, but it is a little bit more. And then it says, what else did you find? So coming to the end of it now, it says, good question. We've reached the end of content we can draw much from. So now we're looking at code and just hoping it means stuff. I'll not view that because I haven't got a clue what code means. If these guys don't know, I probably haven't got a clue. So, number 1, expeditions appear to have a pause functionality, as there's a code referring to resuming them. Number 2, expeditions appear to involve White Springs, specifically a place we may want to feature or fast travel to through the expedition widget. This could mean a lot of things, but I, and probably a lot of you, am hoping that it means we finally see White Springs gets a purpose as a kind of expedition hub. It might be where we get fuel quests, for instance. That would be really cool if it was like this really like central hub in the game where loads of people go to get these little quests, to gather fuel, to go and do the expeditions and stuff like that. It sounds really cool, kind of like you see World of Warcraft, where they've got them trading places where there's loads of people wandering around, or Elder Scrolls, lots of stuff going on like that. We haven't got something like that in Fallout 76, so it'll be cool to see something like that added in. At number 3, it says there's a completion screen, but it doesn't really show anything of use, which is expedition completed. Now, I've seen these, and I thought that looks exactly like daily ops completed. So that's why I started getting worried, thinking, oh God, what's this going to be type of thing. So, yeah, like I said, I've just got to wait and see. I hope it isn't like daily ops as much as I do like daily ops. I hope it's something a bit different, something a bit more enjoyable, because I can already see the backlash of people crying about it if it is like daily ops. Number 4, there's a new set of icons that don't have any apparent use, but are used for some kind of quest, tracking key, bomb, metal bar, jar, gear, battery, chem, and hazard in that order, which is all these things. I'm guessing these are going to be like tick off things. So you've gathered the key, you've gathered the bomb, you've got the gold or the ore, because in the pit you'd go around collecting iron ore, I think it was, or steel ore. That looks like a train type of thing. But yeah, lots of cool stuff on the way. Like, let's see, if you've got a bit of free time, go dive on Reddit and have a look at all these things. But lots of cool things. Credit to Sugarbomb Rads on Discord for finding this. This appears to be a map marker of some kind, though it's hard to discern how it's used. I do like that. That looks pretty cool. Might throw it on the thumbnail. Who knows? There's also another one. The art is nice. Ah, there's a bigger picture of it. Right, okay, so that's, I'm presuming that's the Pittsburgh Bridge and the Vault 76 dweller looking up at it. Quite cool little idea there. And then to finish on, that's about some of what can be gleaned from what has been found so far. And I really cannot stress enough that all of this is somewhat placeholder and definitely not final. Like I keep saying, we might all be wrong. Still, it's cool to see what expeditions may be like and get a glimpse at what their story might be. Thanks for reading. So again, shout out to Gears So, was it Gears So Cool? Gears the Cool, sorry. And also Wasted 1993 for initially discovering the interface files and helping with the posts. But there's all the stuff, guys. There's a bunch of information for you. It's a nice long video, you know. I didn't know, but yeah, it's a nice long video going over all the information, sharing my thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And yeah, this video is long enough, so I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent.